What if the biggest threat to your dreams isn't criticism, but silent jealousy? What if behind every casual compliment lurks an unseen resentment? Not every friend is truly cheering for you. Some are simply waiting for your light to dim. Now pause for a moment. Think of the people around you. Think of the ones who once celebrated your small wins, but grew strangely silent when your victories became undeniable. Jealousy is rarely loud. It doesn't always show up as sabotage or confrontation. Most of the time, it hides quietly, skillfully beneath politeness, support, and even friendship. Stoic wisdom teaches us, pay attention to not just what is said, but what is left unsaid. Today, we'll explore 7 hidden signs someone is jealous of you and how to protect your peace without sacrificing your compassion. Let's begin. Hidden sign 1. Undermining your achievements subtly. Jealousy doesn't always look like open hostility. Sometimes, it arrives dressed as casual conversation. You achieve something you're proud of, a new milestone, a quiet victory, and you share it with someone you trust. At first, they smile. They nod. They might even offer a quick, "Congrats." But listen carefully to what follows. "Well, you got lucky this time. It's about time something worked out for you. Must be nice. Not everyone gets such easy breaks." Instead of celebrating your effort, they quietly frame your success as a fluke, an accident, something undeserved. Stoicism teaches us that applause and criticism alike are fleeting external wins we cannot control. Marcus Aurelius reminds, "Receive without pride. Let go without attachment." But a Stoic also observes without blindness. When someone subtly undermines your achievements, it isn't about your success. It's about their discomfort with your growth. Understand this. Their need to diminish you reveals the limits they've placed on themselves, not on you. Smile inwardly. Thank the universe for showing you what envy wears when it's too afraid to show its real face. And move forward quietly, firmly, with your dignity untouched. Hidden sign 2. Subtle withdrawal of support. Support isn't always taken away with a grand announcement. More often, it fades quietly. In the beginning, they were there, cheering you on, celebrating your small wins, offering advice and encouragement. But as your success grew, their cheers softened, their presence thinned, their enthusiasm dulled. Suddenly, they are too busy to hear about your next goal. Suddenly, they forgot to show up when it mattered most. Subtle withdrawal of support is a silent confession. It says, "Your growth makes me uncomfortable. Your light reminds me of my own stagnation." A Stoic notices this without bitterness. Epictetus taught, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." Their fading support is not your failure. It's not your fault. It's simply the natural shedding that happens when your elevation outgrows their comfort. You don't have to resent them. You don't have to confront them. You don't even have to explain yourself. You simply keep climbing, silently, steadily. Because true support is not loud during your struggles and silent during your triumphs. It endures, and anything less isn't truly lost, because it was never truly yours. Hidden sign 3. Imitating you while resenting you. Imitation is often called the sincerest form of flattery. But in the hands of jealousy, imitation becomes something else entirely. At first, you might notice it in small ways. They start using the phrases you use. They adopt your style, your interests, your ambitions. They echo your passions not to honor you, but to compete with you. Their imitation isn't admiration. It's a silent struggle to prove that whatever you can be, they can match or surpass. Stoic philosophy warns us, don't waste time wondering what others are doing. Focus instead on what you must become. The danger of hidden jealousy is not in the copying itself. It's in the resentment that grows underneath, resentment that can later erupt as criticism, sabotage, or betrayal. A Stoic observes this without anger, without pride, without fear. You don't need to stop being yourself because others feel threatened. You don't need to shrink to make them comfortable. Their imitation is not your responsibility. Your only task is to continue evolving, beyond imitation, beyond comparison, beyond resentment. Remember, the sun does not apologize for the flowers that try to follow its light. It simply shines. And so should you. Hidden sign 4. Disguised criticism as honest feedback. Not all criticism is meant to help you grow. Some criticism wears the mask of honesty, but hides a blade of envy underneath. You share your new project, your new vision, your bold new step forward, and they respond, not with encouragement, but with carefully sharpened advice. Are you sure that's realistic? I mean, it's good, but it's not really you. Don't get your hopes up too high just being honest. Stoicism teaches us that truth, when properly given, uplifts and clarifies. It does not seek to diminish. It does not seek to wound. Epictetus reminds, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Real honesty helps you sharpen your blade. False honesty tries to dull it before it ever strikes. A Stoic recognizes disguised criticism without resentment. You do not have to argue. You do not have to prove them wrong. You do not have to carry their hidden fears as if they were your own. You simply note it. Smile inwardly, and return your focus to your path, unshaken, unwavering. Because when jealousy wears the mask of just being honest, the mask reveals far more about the speaker than about the subject. And a mind trained in stoic calm sees through masks without ever needing to tear them off. Hidden sign 5. Downplaying your progress publicly. Jealousy rarely attacks directly. It prefers quieter weapons, like minimizing your progress, especially in front of others. You might notice it when you share good news in a group. Their response comes quickly, lightly, but precisely aimed. Oh, that? It's not that big of a deal. Lots of people have done that. It's pretty common these days. It's cute you're so excited about it. Their words seem casual. Their tone seems harmless. But underneath, the message is sharp. You are not as special as you think. Stoic philosophy teaches us to separate appearance from reality. Seneca reminds, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Their public downplaying is not about you. It's about the story they must tell themselves. That your rise is nothing unusual, nothing extraordinary, nothing worth admiring. Because if they acknowledged your true growth, they would have to confront their own inertia. A Stoic sees this game clearly and refuses to play. You don't need to defend your achievements. You don't need to shout your worth. Your progress is real, whether acknowledged or ignored. Your journey is valid, whether celebrated or minimized. The oak tree does not ask the forest for applause. It simply grows silently, steadily, into something magnificent. And so must you. Hidden sign 6. Celebrating your failures silently. Jealousy has a strange relationship with your setbacks. It doesn't mourn them. It doesn't sympathize. It celebrates silently. You might notice it in a small, fleeting moment. The slight lift in their tone when they hear bad news about you. The brief sparkle in their eyes when your plans don't go as expected. The oddly timed reassurance. Everything happens for a reason. Maybe this was for the best. They won't say it outright. They won't toast to your misfortune. But their relief is palpable, as if your stumble has restored a comfortable balance between you. Stoicism teaches us to accept both success and failure without undue celebration or despair. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Receive success and failure with the same indifference." Your failures are not a tragedy. They are not a source of shame. They are simply milestones on a longer, greater journey. When someone quietly rejoices in your struggles, it reveals a truth. They needed your fall to feel taller. But a Stoic does not fall into bitterness. A Stoic does not seek validation from the envious. A Stoic walks forward calmly, resiliently, untouched by the cheers or the jeers. Because in the grand scheme of your journey, the silent celebrations of the jealous are nothing but whispers lost in the wind. And the wind cannot stop a soul that has chosen to rise. Hidden sign 7. Pretending to support you while secretly hoping you fail. The most dangerous kind of jealousy isn't loud. It's silent. It's disguised as friendship. It's masked as support. They nod when you share your dreams. They smile when you describe your next big step. They offer advice that sounds caring but carries subtle doubts. That's ambitious. Are you sure you're ready? I admire your courage. I could never take such a risky path. Whatever happens, at least you tried, right? They say the right things. They act the right way. But somewhere beneath the surface, they're quietly hoping you stumble. They're silently preparing to offer comfort, not out of love, but out of satisfaction that you didn't outgrow them after all. Stoicism teaches us to guard our minds not just against obvious enemies, but against subtle corruption even from those we once trusted. Marcus Aurelius warns, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say or even think." You don't need to confront them. You don't need to expose their hidden hopes. You simply need to know and act accordingly. Protect your dreams. Nurture your plans in silence. Move with quiet confidence. Not every supporter is sincere. Not every smile is genuine. And that's okay. Because your strength doesn't come from the validation of others. It comes from the unshakable knowledge of who you are and who you are becoming. Walk your path calmly, steadily, with your eyes forward, leaving behind those who secretly hope to see you fall. They may celebrate your struggles silently, but you will celebrate your resilience loudly in your own soul. How a Stoic faces jealousy without losing their calm. You cannot control who envies you. You cannot control who secretly resents your rise. You cannot control the silent hopes that others harbor against you. But you can control something infinitely more powerful: your own mind, your own peace, your own unwavering path. Stoicism teaches us that external opinions, silent judgments, and hidden resentments are not the enemy. The only true enemy is our own attachment to them. If you base your peace on being celebrated, you will lose it when you are envied. If you anchor your confidence to applause, it will sink when the cheers fade. But if you root yourself in inner clarity, in the unwavering truth of your own worth. Then no hidden jealousy can shake you. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When another blames or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside, and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety that they hold any particular opinion about you. Their opinions are not your burden. Their hidden resentments are not your responsibility. You are not here to convince the envious. You are not here to shrink for the jealous. You are here to grow, to endure, to shine silently, steadily, without apology. Because the strongest light is not the one that demands attention. It's the one that simply burns, unmoved by the darkness that tries and fails to dim it. You've now seen the hidden signs. You've now understood the silent struggles. Now you know. Jealousy isn't always loud. It doesn't always confront you. Sometimes it smiles. Sometimes it claps. Sometimes it fades quietly into the background, hoping you'll fail. But a Stoic doesn't flinch at hidden resentment. A Stoic doesn't crumble under unseen pressure. You stay rooted. You stay focused. You stay free. If today's reflection strengthened your clarity, imagine how much stronger you'll become. When you master the art of remaining unshakable, even when surrounded by silent enemies. In the next video, we'll dive into how Stoic thinkers maintain their peace, even when facing betrayal, criticism, and envy. It's not about building walls. It's about building inner fortresses. So if you're ready to rise even higher, subscribe to Live Stoic now. Embrace the timeless path of resilience, clarity, and wisdom. Until next time, stay calm, stay strong,